In our everyday life, there is something we just can't do without, and that is our finances. And our finances include how much we spend, how much we receive, and everything associated with money. In this video, you will see 50 finance tips that will change the way you view, use, and see money. Don't forget that this video is an overview of all you have to know, and don't forget to like and subscribe at the end of the day. So let's get straight to it. So the first thing first is a few financial bases, which is number one, create a financial calendar. Now some persons don't bother about this, but if you don't trust yourself to remember to pay for your quarterly taxes or periodically pull a credit report, then it's very important for you to create a financial calendar. This financial calendar is going to guide you when you've paid and when you've not paid, and it's important for you to check your interest rate. Do not take loans when you can pay, and note the one with the highest interest rate should be the one you should pay off first. And when you're saving, the one with the best interest rate should be the savings account you should choose, because your credit score matters a lot. Now you should be able to track your net worth. You should be able to know how much comes into your account and how much you are spending actually, because this is going to help you to keep an eye on expenses, budget, and debit. Now budgeting like a pro, this isn't something that happens overnight. There are some steps involved, and number one includes set a budget period. That means a period of time in your life whereby here are things you attain to achieve, and then work toward it. Consider an all cash diet. Now if you're actually spending outside, paying in cash is going to save you some stress than making transfer, because when you're making transfer you might consider spending extra. And then take a daily money minute. This one comes straight from the CEO of Alexa von Tombel, who swears by setting a record in this. And then of all your income, budget 30% for lifestyle, because either you like it or not, you're certainly going to spend on your lifetime, maybe your clothing, maybe movie, maybe restaurant, maybe happy hour or something. So make that allocation distinct, and then draft a financial vision board. You do need motivation to start adopting better money habits, and if you craft a vision board, it will help you to remain or to stay on track of your financial goals. So set specific financial goals. Don't just say you're going to do it, but of course do it. And then adopt a spending mantra. Example, ask yourself, this I'm going to spend, is it really necessary? This I'm going to spend, is it worth the while? All these things, all this is going to help you to watch how you spend your money, and importantly, love yourself. Yes, you need to love yourself. You need to spend on yourself. You need to also take care of yourself, and then make bit-sized money goals. Because if you make very bulky money goals, sometimes accomplishing them might seem so difficult that you might back down. But if you break it down gradually, you will actually accomplish or gain everything you're looking for. Don't forget to banish toxic money behavior, and then get your finances and body in shape. A study shows that the more exercise leads to higher pay, because you tend to be more productive after you've worked up sweat. So if you need to work out, then you need to work out, because that money is very important. And then savoring means appreciating what you have now. So always learn how to savor. Appreciate what you have now, and believe that more is going to come afterward. Then, according to one study, friends with similar traits can help you to pick off timely. So when negotiating a salary, get the company to name figures first, because you can jump on the work and the figures will be far below your expectations. So when you actually jump on this, it's going to be like an overview, a perfect guide for you. And you can also negotiate more than just a salary. You can also work extra time. You can also take up side hustle, and do not assume that you do not qualify for a job, because you might be the best qualified person as long as you have all that is required. And then make salary discussions at your current job about your company's need. Yeah, this is going to help you to keep your debt at bay. How do you keep your debt at bay? Start with small debts to help you conquer big debts. If you're owing $200, it's far easier to pay that than to pay $5,000. Don't ever co-sign a loan. Now this isn't what I want to go into detail with, but if the bank is requiring a cosigner, that means the bank doesn't actually trust the person. So if you're actually going to sign a loan for somebody, you must actually know if the person has maxed his or her federal loan, grant, or scholarship options, so you don't get yourself in real trouble no time soonest. Because Now, every student should fill out the FAFSA. This is going to help them to cut down on costs, save money, and make more profit for themselves. However, about 1.3 million students missed the Pell Grant because they didn't get information timely or ignored filling the form. So always choose the federal student loan option over a private loan option, because the private loan options come with higher interest rates and it's unconsiderable compared to the federal student loan option. So if you're actually struggling to repay, then you need to talk to someone who is an expert to guide you on how you can actually manage your finances and your expenses. Then opt for mortgage payments that are below 28% of your payment or salary. Evaluate purchases by cost per use. Do not just purchase. Make sure you're actually going to make some evaluation. Do not buy a clothes because of the brand. Buy a clothes because it's something you really need and because it's something that's going to fill up a void. Spend on experiences, not random things. Shop solo. If you prefer shopping, it should be solo. However, if you prefer shopping with friends, it should be friends who don't actually influence your judgment, because some persons will persuade you to make purchases that you might not actually be interested in making deep down. So spend on the real you, not the imaginary you, not the you want to become, but the real you that is there. Ditch overdraft protection. Do not spend on things that are not necessary for you and start saving today. There is nothing like I'll save tomorrow or I'll save next. Start saving today if it's possible. Try to be debt free and do everything possible not to cash out your retirement account early. This is one of the most detrimental things you can actually do to yourself. Don't cash out your retirement accounts early, because it comes with some factors. In fact, you're going to be taxed if you do that, and then give money to get money. This is called the matching between two bosses. You actually contribute money for money to be contributed to you too, and this actually works primarily or majorly in a small closed work circle or working space. So if you think this is something you want to consider, cool. Now when you get a raise in your place of work or your job, consider to also raise your retirement savings too. If you're paid $1,000 and it's being raised to $5,000, your retirement savings also need a raise. Review your credit reports regularly so you keep an eye on your credit score and make sure nothing is happening behind or under your nose without your knowledge. Your credit score should be below 10% of your total average credit. If you have a bad credit, it's important to find a way to clear it timely, get renter's insurance, and then prepare for rainy days, because not every day is going to be a sunny day. So keep your savings out of your checking account. Your savings shouldn't actually be in your daily account where you spend money, and open a savings account at a different bank than where you have your checking account. This should be a different bank entirely, because if you keep both money in the same account, there are times you might want to be tempted to use it. Now consider switching to a credit union if this is going to help you cut down on cost. Do whatever you have to do to make sure you do not have too much to spend, however have too much to save. There is a word like that, and with this in mind, you can actually approach investing like an expert, because this is also going to be the bedrock that's going to guide you. So pay attention to feel you balance your portfolio once in a year, and don't forget, this 50 top list is going to be a guide that's going to be behind your mind if you stick to it. Don't forget to subscribe for more financial tips.